This video is brought to you by invisible players. Only when doing the HP emote, that is. And according to this guy, it only works when you have the Aram's top and bottom equipped along with the Slayer helm. He was like, Tim, come, I must show you something so we can get this fixed. And he did report it himself, so don't think you're gonna be running around as a invisible PKer because you can only do this while doing the emote. In the first clip you may have noticed data orbs, which can be located in the system settings. You can toggle them on and off. Pretty cool. Although you cannot click any quick prayers, they are considering this update, which might be pulled in the future. Oh where could the PKers be? Oh wait, the wild's dead, I'm not gonna find anybody. Many years ago I actually PK'd my first ever rune item in this castle, and it was a rune plate body. And this is when I was selling mithril armors that I collected from Pking to the general store. So a rune item was so big back then, and I remember that so clearly. Let's jump into the main focus of this video, which will be titled Rejuvenating the Wilderness 2, as posted on the old school main page. If you guys want to check out all of the stuff that we'll be talking about, links in the description. The main goal here, guys, with all these updates is to make the wilderness active. And if you play old school right now, you know it's dead, and if you go out wandering, you're most likely not going to find anyone harvesting resources, or PKers for that matter. So with that in mind, all of these updates will be coming to the game, and I hope to see all of them pass, with a few exceptions. My biggest suggestion to the old school team would to bring out some sort of target system. This wouldn't have to be related to the wild itself, but maybe to the PvP worlds. Looking back at all the years that I've been PKing, that was one of the most fun things to do, hunt down a person that you were assigned to, and in return get bonus lootations from it. And I think the PvP worlds would be a great place and a great start for that. Not that we need to focus on that yet, but there's always room for addition. So anyways, in this news post, they talk about a wandering bear, a spider, and a skeletal warlord, which will all be new bosses added into the wild. The spider sounds like it's quite the beast himself, so he will spawn in a single way area, and you and your teammates will have to lure him into multi to finish him off. Now all three of these bosses will have the common drop of the dragon pickaxe. The pick will have an increased speed of 15%, and in addition to that, a special attack which will add 3 mining levels temporarily, which will be very useful for the rune golems, as they say. The King Black Dragon and Chaos Elemental will also drop the dragon pickaxe, beefing up their drops furthermore from the Visage and the Dragon Two-Hand. There will also be 3 new demi-bosses in the wild, which can be soloable. You'll need to collect all 3 pieces of either the range or mage shield to complete a full one by visiting the northeastern volcano. Looking at the shields provided, I think that they could have spent a little bit more time on it. It seems like they just slapped some colors on there and said, here's your new shield, range being green and mage being blue. They could have changed the spikes or something, gave it a little bit of a cooler look. But yeah, at least we'll be seeing some different bonuses among the 3. Oh, now this one is nice. I already talked about the Ents in the previous video, but here's a picture of the new crabs, the fish that'll be added into the wild. According to the dev blog, to get your hands on these little morsels, you'll need 85 fishing and 90 cooking to fucking cut, Jeffrey, cut. As an extra twist, the bait needed to catch crab will only be available from a spawn of zombies at the ruins in the wild. This will add 2 new profitable resources in the wild while limiting the impact on the shark market. It's kinda cool, they're like replacing the rocktails, except you need to go to dangerous areas to get them, and it'll be worth it because fishermen are gonna need to make them monies. Even the red chinchillas are getting some love. Why hunt out here with all the risk, you ask? Because you have the option to use a additional trap. Usually when you kill someone with a red chinchampa, it would be released on death, but they'll be updating that, so if you do kill one of these hunters and they got a crap load of chinchampas, you'll be rewarded quite well as a PKer. Here's a cool one, almost like a King of the Hill sorta idea. The demonic ruins will receive an area effect which recharges your prayer if you are standing in it. So this will be a focal point for PKing when 2 teams are clashing. It'll be sweet. Alright, so in the first dev they titled this the swag bag, but since then have retitled it as the looting bag. And I was watching their live stream, they're actually not sure what to call it, so if you guys have any better ideas, just shoot a comment down below. and I'll explain what the heck this thing is. It's almost like a pack yak, except the stuff that you put in it can't be taken out unless you're in a bank. This will work great, for example, if you're on a killing spree and kill like 3 guys in full rune. You would normally have to fill up your inventory with all of the rune items, but now you have the looting bag to put the rune items in, and you can keep your food and continue Pking. Except if you do die, you will lose everything that your looting bag consists of. The anti-griefing mechanics is referring to those guys that sit out there with the crystal bows and are just causing a nuisance. We don't want them in the wild. They really serve no purpose and they're there just to annoy people. So what they're gonna do is revert the crystal bows on death to the seed, and they're gonna stop the rock cake spam as well. The wilderness stitch, should it be removed, as everything mentioned here will be pulled? I personally think it should be. I don't see the purpose of it anymore. Question, should we add a Dungeon of God Wars creatures to the wilderness? Heck yeah. Should we replace red dragons with lava dragons in the wilderness? This is a definite yes from me. I think that'll pass for sure. I think the bones should have given a little bit more prayer XP, but it should be alright being at 85. That's 10 more than the dragon bones. I can definitely see myself killing these dragons. I'll bring my looting bag out there and collect the bones and bring them to the bank and make some good money. I'm already 99 prayer, but it'll still be a good money maker, I'd imagine. They'll also have the visage on their drop tables, so that's another cool thing to see. I doubt they'll be commons, so don't fret too much about that one, guys. Here's a solid question, guys. You remember the Ninja Turtling days where I'd go to green dragons and attack players while they had no idea what was going on? Basically, if this vote goes through, you'll be able to intervene a player's fight with an NPC and attack them whilst doing so. I'm definitely voting yes. I think it'll make the wild much more dangerous. You won't be able to escape by having an NPC save you, and teams know what I'm talking about. If you're in some mage team and you're trying to hunt someone down, your prey could easily get away, especially if you get attacked by an NPC yourself, because it's going to make you stop attacking them. I don't know about this one, guys. I think that it would be a good idea to limit the worlds and take away 10 of them, which is what they're promoting here. But I kind of wish they released free to play before doing this. They could always add worlds back, but as of what the community is right now, I think it would be better with 10 less worlds. Remember, guys, this isn't an actual poll yet. This will probably be released in a week or so. This is sort of like a food for thought. They want to see what you guys think about the stuff that they're talking about before they actually put out that poll. Continuing here, should tradable items become visible immediately to all players if their owner chooses to drop them on the ground in the wild? Yes! Say I'm escaping some team and they're about to kill me, I know I'm gonna die, maybe I could potentially drop my whip and make it back, which is what people do. This would prevent that. If you drop your whip, it's gonna appear instantaneously to everyone around you, and the PKers there trying to PK you are most likely going to get it, unless there's a bunch of people watching. Remember, there are tons more questions to be read by you guys. That's where I'll wrap this video up though. If you enjoyed me blabbering about these updates, feel free to leave me a like down below. And I will see you all in another video.